They're just doing a, whatever you want to call it. We used to call it leveling pass. It is kind of a leveling pass. They want to make sure everything's set. They do want to run the course one time, down and back, just so the next skier, it's fair for everybody, because obviously if we sit here and let it glass out and there's no backwash, that first skier gets the best water. So they run down, make sure everything's good, timers are working, the boat's level, okay, good, and then next. So it looks like we're going to have Corey Jones here getting ready to go. Boat is just kind of round in the corner. He's on the dock getting ready. He's got his whole family here. He's got his wife and three girls. So he's like me, outnumbered. I got 3 girls. He's got 4 in his family. So here we go. They're out all down here supporting him. So that's pretty cool. They come down here and hang out here and give him that love and support.
Yeah, that's good to see people getting involved and kind of helping out their loved ones here. It's a lot of work to come to these events. I mean, Florida's not exactly central to the map, so it's a big trip out, and to have people's families back them. We got David Cowell on there on the live stream saying nice shirts. He works for Ken, or works with Ken. He's the one that was printing these shirts.
Okay.
Dave, if I take it you're listening, Ken is number 5 on the list, so stay tuned. You'll get to see him ski in a couple of minutes here. Nate Kolb, he's another atomic footer. He's tuning in to watch. Karen Neaton, loving the live feed, watching from work. That's all right, Karen. Just don't tell your boss. That's the beauty of this is, if you're working at a desk, you pull up the browser, stick it to one side there. You have the stream running during the day.
Keep the volume low. Yeah. Nobody can hear it.
Headphones in, just in your zone.
Memory card cover is open. There we go. It's good now. All right, Corey Jones, here he comes. Oh, here we are. He's settling in the curl, getting ready. Doing a 1-foot stand up. Oh, put down a little early. I'm not sure if you get paid for that. Here he goes. Tumble to 1. Nice. Reverse tumble to 1. Nice and smooth. 180 to 1. Got to make sure you get those feet all the way back in those 180s. There you go. And back up on 1. Nice and solid. What's he going for here? He's thinking toe hold. And the reverse. Oh, not quite. There he goes. Ran out of leg right there. I think he'll be happy with that. It was a nice clean run. Kind of his warm-up run. He'll come back doing his backward stuff. Hop 1-1, back toe and all that stuff. So that'll be good. I think he'll be happy with that. Here's the replay.
So, yeah, Corey's from St. Louis there. You can see those tumbles going down the replay. Like you said, those 1-foot stand-ups are pretty good. That first one was just a little dodgy there, huh?
Yeah, it was. Looked like you put that foot down a little early. You have to show control. So when you stand up on that foot, kind of show control first before you just slam that foot down. If you kind of like that toe, he showed his hands. He'll get credit for it, but he kind of fell out of it. So you just want to make sure you don't have to have the judges second guessing what's going on. 1 foot. There you go. So watch. Here you go. 1 foot toe hold. So you let go. He'll get paid for that. It just fell out of it. No big deal.
So Corey's from St. Louis. I was just there last week for a clinic, and timing didn't quite work out, but him and Eric were trying to help me out there and get me out on the lake to do a little bit of skiing before coming down to the Nationals. They got a sweet site up there. Private lake. They got their own jump ramp. Corey's got a DX2. They've got the full setup going on.
Yeah, Eric Friedel just moved down to that area a couple of years ago. So between Eric and Corey, they're making some good ski partners. I know Corey Spangler's from that area, too. He used to compete years ago. That was pretty cool to have him there. I know he supports him. He still skis a little bit. So, yeah, there's actually a lot of footers over there. You were over there doing a clinic in St. Louis for quite some time with the St. Louis Arch Rivals, the ski team, right?
Yep. Yeah, doing 3 days out there with the ski team. They just got a really good bunch of kids out there. I spent all 3 days just working with kids, and Wayne King from Canada, who's just one big kid.
I did notice him in one of those pictures, yeah.
All he does is smile 24/7. But, no, I mean, they got a great bunch of kids, tough little kids, too. I mean, these kids are like 8, 9, 10 years old, learning to barefoot, stepping off skis. I mean, just rough, tough little skiers.
It's cool when you get a bunch of kids like that. They all feed off each other, and if one can do it, then the other guy is like, okay, oh, what happened there? We have a missed start, it looks like. I don't know if he fell on the start or what happened. The boat has stopped. They're talking about, do we turn around? Do we give him a re-ride? We missed it. Let's see. What are they doing? We don't know. Oh, boat's turning around. He's getting a re-ride. Woo! Yeah, look at that. His girls are saying, yeah, re-ride. Come on. What happened? Right. Looked like he might.
So coming over the radio, it sounds like he called a slow medium on his start there, and they gave him a slow. So he's going to get a re-ride on the driver's point there.
All right, there we go. Pulling in the handle. I know we've worked back deeps with Corey a lot. Once he's up, he's good to go. But these back deeps seem to get him every once in a while. He gets really, really wide as the speed increases, and then you kind of get stuck. So I'm guessing that might have what happened.
Yeah, I got a little strung out there. It's I mean, I think you can vouch for this as well, Keith. I know it looks easy, and people watching it always think, oh, yeah, you put your feet and you stand up. But I think a back deep is one of the hardest tricks to take from the boom to the long line. There's just a lot of stuff going on back there. It's one of the only tricks you have to do in the middle of the wake.
Yeah, and yeah, good point, because people always I don't actually tell them this unless they ask me.
Yeah.
But when they ask me what's it like doing a back deep from the long line after they just learned on the 5-foot or the 10-foot extension, I said, I'm just going to be honest with you, it's like starting all over again.
It is.
I mean, the technique is the same. You don't do anything different, but now you have that, like you said, the turbulence to contend with. You're bouncing, you're getting pretty much beat on your chest. And then, if your timing isn't right, there's a lot more pressure back there. You got to make sure you turn the feet down, get the butt up, and if you're off on that, you're going to get stuck.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know plenty of guys, and I'm sure you do as well, traveling around the States. Solid back deeps, 100% on the boom, back ones on their feet. But you go long line, and it's just, I mean, it's 1 in 10.
Yeah, and we got to make sure, the people that are in that situation right now don't get depressed. Yeah. Don't get too frustrated. Pretty much everybody, I'd say 99% of the people we ski with, we all struggle with it. I struggled with it back in the day. We all do. Yeah. You just got to keep on plugging away. Just go back and forth, Go even put a 15-foot extension on there and work that and challenge yourself off the boom. If you're, if the chine spray is not that too bad off your boat, do that. There's a lot of different things you can do. So here's Corey Jones down at the end. He's doing his back deep as we're talking about it. He's getting ready for it. I know he's a little nervous when it comes to this thing because, I don't know, just one of those things, some things just get other people a good challenge. So here we go. Go ahead, Ben, you can call it.
All right, so he's getting his re-ride here. Like you said, the nerves are high when it comes to that re-ride. But look at that. He's up and skiing. He's got the 200 points. So he's going to set up into his trick run now. It looks like he's loading into line step position. So as he comes through the course, he's all set up, ready to go. He's going to be starting off with what I guess is a 1-foot and a 1-foot reverse. He unloads, and he just gets caught out unloading there. Takes a little bit of a fall, but he's going to probably keep both points on the 1-foots in the back deep for an extra 600 there.
I'm sure he'll be happy. He got the re-ride. He got up. He got some extra points that he wasn't initially going to have. So he'll be happy with that. Again, he started late. I was telling everybody earlier in the live stream, there's an orange buoy you need to start by, and at 45 miles an hour, you're guaranteed 15 seconds. And a lot of people are kind of starting past that.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you're on it.
You got to get up and go.
So we call that right there the swim of shame, and then it becomes the walk of shame, because once you get to the shoreline, you've got to walk all the way down to where you originally started. But there he goes. He's loving it, though. He's in Florida, enjoying it. The water's warm. Which way am I going? He's going to stop. Now he's going to go forward. It's beautiful.
Great question there from Josh Matinchak on the live stream. Just trying to break down exactly what all these slow, medium, fast, and everything like that means. Every skier, especially in tricks, you're doing different starts for extra points. So you get 3 different phases of instructions there to call as the driver pulls you out of the water. So the initial pull out of the water as you're coming out of the hole, that's your first phase. As you then plant your feet or you butt outside the wake, that's your second phase there. And once you've planted your feet, you're standing up, that's your final phase. So you can ask the driver to be real easy on the throttle over the start. Once my feet are planted, I want to firm a fast up to speed. And that's what these guys are calling. And the back deep, again, is one of those difficult tricks where it does take a little bit of driving. And if you're used to one thing and you're asking for that and something else happens, it can throw you off.
And like Corey, he called a slow medium. So that means slow out of the hole. For him, I know slow over that stern roller because a little bump there, slow over that, and then medium up to speed. All right, who do we have here?
We got Derek Kraling. Atomic Footers, show me your love on the live stream here. Come on, let me hear it for Derek.
I did see Michelle up there earlier.
This is Derek's first nationals. Skied the Eastern Regionals for his first tournament recently. Starting off, he's all set up, does a wave reverse, sit down, stand up. He's going to go in for what looks like he's going to do a 1-foot, a little 1-foot there. Looks like he's working on the reverse 1 foot and just loses the hand on that reverse 1 foot.
Now, if everybody's watching, that's a beginner barefooter. People are always like, oh, I'm not good enough to barefoot at a national. I'm not good enough to barefoot at a tournament. Look at this guy. He just started barefooting. He's just started learning tricks. He's here having fun. He's out on the water, and that's what it's all about. The thing is, you want to go to a tournament early on because you need the experience. You want to understand how to make your calls. You want to understand, oh, it's a little shorter run than I'm used to. You want to go through this stuff. You know, it's just fun. You're here hanging out with everybody anyway. You're getting wet. You're skiing. You're having fun. You're helping out. So, and you'll meet some great people. So, no, you don't have to be really good to enter a tournament.
No, not at all. I mean, people are going, oh, man, I can't trick 1,000. I can't trick 2,000 points. I mean, if you can stand up, that's 50 points. Anything past that, you're in the money, man. It's big stuff.
Positive score. That's all you want. And then you get on the standings list, the world standings list, with a positive score.
And you're officially ranked. Kevin Spader on the stream there. Hi, Keith and Ben. Thanks, buddy. Good to hear from you. Good to see you there watching. Wish you could be down here skiing as well. It's hot. You'd love it. Retire, get out of Chicago, move down there, mate.
Yeah.
So after Derek, we're going to have Juan Carlos Presas. I don't know how to say Jorge's last name, but this is Jorge from Argentina's son.
Yes.
Coming up next.
How do you say that last name?
Presas?
Presas? We'll stick with the first names.
Presas.
Juan Carlos and Jorge. Everybody will know who they are. Yeah, so I had these guys a couple mornings ago at the ski school, and Juan basically, we've only skied me on the boat a couple times. He did awesome, though. I put him on the boom. He did. I taught him how to ride 1 foot. Showed him that he could do a 1 foot in a tournament. Both one hands, tumble turns both ways. So it'll be really interesting what he does here because, I mean, I just threw him into that and then said, second set, go long line and do the same thing. And he did it.
Wow.
I mean, the kid's super talented. And
awesome.
Then his dad was all mad because he's like, no, don't teach him too much. He's going to beat me. Don't teach him too much.
Yeah, don't give it all away in one lesson there. All right, guys, so here comes Derek Kraling back for pass number 2. Once again, Nate, Michelle, all my atomic footers out there, give him some love on the stream. I want to see those hearts and thumbs popping. He feels out the water as he sets up, plants his feet again. He's going to get no points for a repeat trick, but let's see what he does coming back here. Looks like he's going to go for a tumble turn, gets a little stuck on the hip, brings it around the other way, does a full 360, and just misses the stand-up there. Like I said, 540 tumble turn from Derek Kraling. Guys, he just skied his first tournament 2 weeks ago at the Eastern Regionals. He was in Atlanta for work, and he said, you know what, if I'm this close, I might as well drive down and ski this thing.
That's cool. That is so cool.
So he turned up yesterday.
Here's the replay.
Drove jet ski.
When you started that tumble turn, you need to get that lead edge up. He caught that hip right there. Pulled it back around and decided, I'll go the other way. Is that going to count?
I'm going all
Does that count or not? That counts, right? You get 50 points for that?
So the rule states that you, from your initial direction, you can do whatever you need to do to get back up and running.
But you can't come back. 240 points for Eric on that. Sorry, Derek on that. On his first pass. He had no points on his second pass, obviously. But, hey, that's good. First nationals, and he's 240 points.
Mark Wilson there. You guys are spot on about the log line back deeps. Mark's a true testament to that. He's a hard worker. He skis a lot. He comes down and skis with us usually every fall from Tennessee. And he's right in that phase right now. He works hard at his back deeps.
Yeah, and this is what we have to remind people of, and Mark all the time, is that, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, he couldn't even get up on the 5 foot. And when he did get up, he'd let go. I mean, it was a whole season of just doing that. So don't forget where you came from.
Yeah.
He worked hard. Now he's doing long line back deeps. Yeah, it took him a little while, and he was doing them on the boom, and that even took him a little while. But he can do it now. He's not overly consistent all the time, but I'd probably say, 80% of the time he gets his back deep. So he's worked hard at it.
It's a very common thing, it seems, in barefooting to constantly be dissatisfied. You know, you want to really work for that trick and work for that trick, and as soon as you learn that back deep on the boom, suddenly that's not good enough, and you're working towards the long line, and you suck all over again.
Right, exactly. You know, you got to remember, it's hard when you first learn it, and then you learn it, it's easy, and then you go into the next thing. All right, here we go. Juan Carlos. Here's the young man. This is like his third time barefooting a long line ever. Wave, reverse wave, positive. There's his 1 foot that he just learned the other day. There's his other 1 foot. Here we go. What are we going to do? Sit down. Oh, we got a couple bumps there, a couple bumps. What are you going to do? Oh, he goes down. I don't know, but he had some backwash there, I think.
Man, that was a little bouncy.
Man, yeah, he was bouncing. I don't know if he's heel heavy, if he's hitting. It looked like backwash to me. He'll still be happy with that, and I don't know what he's getting ready for. I don't know if he's getting ready for a sit-down stand-up, which is what he was supposed to do, or a tumble turn. Anyway, either way, he's gonna be happy with that.
So let's look at the replay here. Let's look at that position again. As he comes in here, he does that one foot
and then
looks like a hop he tried, but then he just starts really going.
Oh, yeah, he just got heel heavy there.
You know, you look at the wake, there's no real disturbance there in the wake. I think that was just kind of down to positioning.
Yeah, that right foot just got really heel heavy, and he just started bouncing around. He did that the other day with me when he was out there. All right. Well, hey, that's pretty cool. They were telling me, so from Argentina all the way to Miami was a 9-hour flight. 9-hour flight, one way, nonstop. And then instead of flying from Miami to Orlando, which maybe was costly, they got a car and drove 4 hours. So these guys came from all the way down there, South America. This is pretty awesome.
Oh, that's a long way to go, yeah. It's like Jay Luke says, there you go. It's a back difficult. He's talking about that back deep again. Jay's another one that can testify to that. Jay broke his femur.
I couldn't believe that. When I heard that, I couldn't believe it. That just made me cringe. That goes to show how much pressure there is on your feet back there when the boat starts cranking up. And if you're not in the right position, yeah, you could, well, I'm sure that's probably one of the only times that's ever happened. You just got unlucky, I think, you know, but there's a lot of pressure, and pressure can do some damaging things.
That's a scary thing. I see we got Dan Steele, Brad Harper, and Vanessa Small jumping on. Vanessa's probably sitting at home doing some babysitting for little Willa. Probably got her feet in the pool. Got the phone on the Wi-Fi there, watching the stream.
How can you beat that?
I know, isn't this cool?
Babysitting. She's from England. It's nice and warm over here. She got to watch her son jump this morning, and she's just watching the live stream now. Life is good.
Yeah, I mean...
Does she have a gin and tonic in her hand?
Yeah, more than likely. You know, it's a testament to this live stream that people would rather sit in the AC at home and watch this a show as an event rather than be here on site. I mean, the guys at Footin.com have done a great job presenting this this stream to us.
Yeah, this is professional right here. I mean, there's like no dead time, and any dead time we have cool videos playing and different shots from all different angles. So here he comes. Here we go. He's going for that tumble. No, sit down, stand up. That a boy you remembered. And going for that tumble turn. You got it. Oh, shoot.
Just catches a hip there.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. You've got to get that lead edge up. All right. Hey, round of applause for Juan Carlos.
Man.
First time skiing in the States. First tournament, actually, ever.
Yeah.
Good job, Juan.
As he gets on the jet ski there, he's being greeted by Jackson Gerard. So let's look at that replay here again. He's comfortable on his feet for really not skiing a lot. You know, he seems to just get away with a lot there, but right there he gets stuck and whack on that hip.
So yeah, that lead edge again. You know, if that lead hip is, if you're flat on your back or you're leaned into it just a little bit, that lead edge will catch just like a wakeboard. And if you catch toe side or heel side, you know how much that hurts. And right there, yep. Again, he's just you know. So that's tumble turns for you. Get that lead edge up. Vanessa, oh yeah, I love it.
Down that end?
No, down here. Yeah, it's like 50 yards ahead of the starting dock.
That's cool.
A little one?
I can't tell. I mean, I can see it.
Last tournament there was like a 3-4 footer out there.
Someone's gonna tell me.
Pat Hamill tuning in. We got a lot of love here on the back deeps. Pat, my hamstring still hurts. Yeah, Pat, that's another one that seems to happen to people is the old hamstring.
Hamstrings. Again, the pressure, you know, gosh. If you don't breaking in half, that's probably one of the hardest things for people to do is driving their chest and chin down, getting their butt up high. If you don't get that break and you're flat and you never relieve that pressure from being flat, that's where you just catch. And when you catch, the legs can go wide and they can split and they can do all kinds of funky things. So you got to just break in half, arch the back, get the butt up, and then turn those feet down so you can pull them together. Otherwise, you will get stuck and you will catch funky. The heels grab the water if the feet aren't turned. Eric Rankin. All right, here we go. Another atomic footer. Now, this is a big boy, isn't he? How big is this guy?
He's roughly about 7 foot tall. Coming in just about an inch above Derek, who's about 6'11". I'm telling you, this is all like to do with the growth hormones and the radioactivity over there.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
no flyer. Backing out on the flyer.
You know, it was funny at the Eastern Regionals. Eric said, "I'm not going to do a fly. I don't want to risk it." Derek went out there and did a flyer, and sure enough, next run, Eric's kind of head hung low. He's on the dock, like, I guess I'll do a flyer.
Yeah, there you go, perfect.
He says he's going to do a back deep on the second run.
I'll tell you, for a big guy like this, man, he skis smooth. I hope he doesn't prove me wrong right now. But last time I skied with him, so big and yet so smooth out there.
Well, look at the size of those feet right there.
13, 14.
I mean, he's got about 18 toes going on, so he's got plenty of surface area. So here he comes for his first pass. What's he going to do for a first trick here? He's setting up. Looks like he went for a 1 foot. Oh, there it is. Nice. Wave reverse. 1 foot, one hand. 1 foot, one hand reverse. Sit down, stand up.
Beautiful.
All right, little look up to the drone there. He'll be happy with that, I think.
Heck yeah, that was smooth. Like I said, for a big guy, he skis so smooth. So this will be the thing: is he got to do his back deep, or is he got to come back doing tumble turns since he didn't do any in his first pass? Look at that drone footage.
Just
That's
for you
so
guys
cool.
that are watching right now, our next few skiers on the list right now, we got Eric Rankin skiing. Next up, we're going to have Ken Reynolds, all the way from Wisconsin. He's another men's B skier. And we got 3 guys in men's C. You got Jorge Presas from Argentina. We got Adam Page all the way from Colorado, and Adrian Adams, who is Adrian connected to Von Al? Who's Adrian Adams? Von Al's brother, father, sister? Oh, okay. Von Al is Adrian. That's misleading. Okay, well there you go. So we got Ken Reynolds, Jorge Presas, and Adam Page. Then Adrian/Von Al Adams. It is his birthday today, so the only thing you can ask for on your birthday is to get a PB. So we're hoping out that for Adrian there. That's number 8 on the list. Number 9, we got Lee Stone. Number 10, we got David Wheeler, Eric Coyer, Don Stowe, Chad Sullivan, Doug Jordan, Jerry Canoia, and Chris McWaters. 220 points for Eric's first round there. So that's some good points for him. Right now, Corey Jones sits in first place with 850. Derek Krayling's in second place right now with 240. Juan Carlos, 130. And Eric just now putting up a score of 220. Yeah, it's getting to be that time, eh? Yeah. I'll wait a little bit longer. Yeah, I'll wait a little longer. Thanks. I got tickets for me. So we're a little curious here to see what Eric's going to do on the second pass. He's been working on a back deep, and it looks like he's passing the handle between his legs. That back deep is big points at this kind of stage of the game. That's 200 points if he gets up and running here, almost doubling his score just with the start alone. So Atomic Footers, send him some digital love. He's trying this back deep. He plants a little heavy and loses the feet straight off the bat. And the boat is mercifully slowing down. What's it going to be? The boat's thinking, they're talking. What are they going to do? It was a little quick there. It looks like they're turning around.
Medium out of the hole, and we kind of came fast out of the hole.
There you go. So Rich Kaufman in the boat, they're issuing the re-ride. Is it a coincidence that Rich is kind of like the poster guy with the Atomic Footers right now? He brought them into the Eastern Region fold. He's looking out for them. So I think maybe Richard's got a little swing there in the boat, helping out Eric with a little re-ride action.
Yeah, exactly. Inside guy there helping him out.
It's always nice to see that little bit of re-ride there. So he will get a second chance. I'm just going to quickly explain to you guys while they set the boat back up. We're running 3 different groups in this event, and they're kind of seated. So you've got men's B, men's C, and open men's all kind of skiing together here. So when it comes down to it, right now, Corey Jones with 850, he's alone in men's B. He's our top guy in men's B right now. Ken Reynolds will be the second guy in that run. So right now in first place for men's C, you got Derek Krayling with 240. Second place is Juan Carlos, 130. Third place, Juan Carlos, 130. Eric Rankin currently with 220. He needs 20 more points to try and jump ahead of Derek. Otherwise, Derek's going to keep that spot. And we got 3 guys left in the event. Jorge, Adam, and Adrian. So as you can see from the scores there, Corey Jones is actually a men's B skier, not a men's C skier. John Garrity on the live stream there. Anybody using the low pole today? Actually, you know what, John? There is one guy out there. I think he's a little later on in the group. I don't know where he is. But Zenon Belis is a low pole skier. I don't see him on the list. He may not be here today. But he is a low pole skier just like you, John. John skied his first tournament in the Eastern Regionals recently from New Jersey. Doesn't know anybody. He brings his own poly E-line at about 100 feet. Gets on the low pole and just does what he knows. So here comes Eric Rankin, retrying that back deep, skipping his feet a little bit, but he's holding through it. He's steady now, working on that plant, a little stuck outside the wake, and just falls over. Oh, man, so super close there, and the boat is relentless this time. They're going, that's it, Rich, that's one. We're giving him enough. That was about as close to a back deep as you could get, folks. He just kind of trekked outside the wake. As he trekked out there, those feet just got stuck wide. It was kind of over. Look at that drone footage, though. Look at these conditions. Absolute glass here at the lake today. We got kids playing in the water. Everybody's hanging out. It's just an awesome day here at Lake Grew. The sun's out. It's not too hot. We got some great skiing. Kids and dogs are playing. And here comes Eric now, driving past the crew. He's on the back of the jet ski. Give him a hand, folks. First national championship for Eric Rankin. So that means Eric Rankin will take a score of 220 points home, meaning that puts him right now locked in second place. Derek Kraling holds on to top position right now for men's C with a score of 240.
Bungee on the front, bungee on the back. Bungee on the front.
This is ropes and bungees on the front, ratchet strapped on the back, with weights on the back and the front to pull it down. This is the North jump. This is the one that used to have like the big bubble in it. You know, it was on the back shore.
So this is set right outside school.
It's the last few months or so, yeah.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
that, it's the one that Chandler's dad redid. David Kale looking on the stream, should be working, but the boss is on the water. Mate, this is the perfect time to cut some slack and watch some skiing. Ken Reynolds, folks, coming in with a flying dock start, loses his feet a little bit, but he retains it. Cheeking outside the wake, he's looking for that dock bonus of 50 points. Stands up, there he goes, 100 points as he crosses the wake to sit up for his trick run. Let's see what Ken's got in store for us today. First trick's going to be a toe hold. Straight into that strap, hands off. Really nice skiing there from Ken. Coming back with a reverse toe hold now. 1 foot, 1 hand, 1 foot, 1 hand reverse. Nice little hop. Wave, wave, reverse. Sit down, stand up to 1 foot. Sit down, stand up, kind of stands up on 2 on that reverse, but all in time. Keith, you do a lot of skiing with Ken over the summer. How'd that look as far as how he's been skiing?
Yeah, that's not too bad right there. I mean, this is his first year competing as well. He did a tournament a couple weeks ago up in the Midwest, the Blue Moo, and now he's here. So he'll be happy with that. He stood up. That was good. That was some decent skiing. Nice front toe hold here in the replay. Reverse front toe, been working those hard. I mean, beautiful, 100 points each. 1 foot, 1 hand, 1 foot, 1 hand, no problems. Hop. Yeah, he looked good. 2 waves. Sit down, stand up to 1. That one, you got to take that foot off the water for full credit. So I wanted to ask you earlier, talking about tumble turns, like 540 tumble turns.
Yeah.
Is that ever going to come into play? People keep on mentioning that to me. Like, how come there's not a 540 tumble turn?
480 for Ken Reynolds. So he's in men's B with Corey Jones. He's looking for 850. That's the score to beat right now in men's B. Joni Gerard, I see you on the live stream there. You're looking for when Jackson's going to be up. we still got quite a while before Jackson Gerard will be skiing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 skiers in this division. We're going to have a boat change, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more skiers, so about 20 skiers before Jackson goes. You're looking at about 2 hours, I'm going to estimate, before we go.
There's Ken Reynolds. He's got his neck brace he's putting on there. He never barefoots backwards unless he has that neck brace on. We worked back toe holes pretty hard a couple weeks ago on the 10-foot on the boom, and hopefully he brought those long line. And we'll see. Let's see what he does. Back deep. He's gonna do his 1 foot, 1 foot. Oh, he's probably do his line step position, 1 foot, 1 foot, maybe a hop. And then now, as the boat gets that line tight, they're telling you how much time you have left. So it's fair for everyone. They're like saying 10 seconds, and then you got to go within that 10 seconds or 20 seconds or what have you. So here we go. Back deep. Nice plant. Getting that butt up. Folding, waiting for speed. Pulling those feet together as the speed increases. Good timing. 200 points right there. Looking good, looking
so he's
good.
Real close to bumping ahead of Corey now already. It's going to come down to what he does here in this pass. If he can load into line step.
He's usually really solid at this, especially the 2 1 foots. He's usually pretty good at. Let's see how he's looking here. Line step. He's trying to feel it out. He's trying to. There we go. Nice 1 foot. Clean. Oh, there's a. Oh! I don't know if they're gonna give him credit for that. It's gonna be close.
Bobble there, but he definitely got that first one right.
Yeah, that was clean.
So that with the back deep 400, he's probably looking at 980. So he's probably a little disappointed there. But you got Adam and Dave here on the live stream. Yep. Kevin Spader. These guys are all good friends, good co-workers, employees of Ken's. They're all tuning in to watch him. He's a very lovable guy.
Oh, this guy is awesome. Yeah. He's like one of those guys. He's so nice. It's almost annoying because he's so nice. But that's why I love him. He helps out a lot. He does all the clothing for us again, like we talked about. And he'll be happy with that. That's his first nationals, you know. Basically just missed the 1 foot.
You want to come up? So we got the final score out of the boat there, 880 points. That means he sneaks ahead of Corey Jones by 30 points. Talk about keeping it tight here. You've got a lot of guys left in men's B, though. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. So after Ken here, Jorge, our second Argentinian, will be up on the water, followed by Adam Page, Adrian Adams, Lee Stone, David Wheeler, Eric Coyer, Don Stope, Chad Sullivan. Then you got Doug Jordan, Jerry Canoia, and Chris McWaters. Plenty of skiing left. And look at the scores go up in the seeding list, Keith. We got guys that are skiing right now, 0 to 50. It's their first tournament. And we slowly progress 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, all the way up to 4,000. So there's like a huge jump in skiing as we get further into this event. It's going to be interesting to see how things pan out. John Cornish is tuning in from Pennsylvania. John's a absolute legend in the sport. I mean, he was one of the founding guys of the American Barefoot Club. Done a ton of work for them over the years. He was president for a lot of times. He's featured in your book, I believe, Keith.
How you doing, Jerry?
How you doing? Hey, mate. Jerry Welch. Man, nice to meet you.
Welcome.
So, yeah, I think John Cornish was mentioned in your book, your first ever tournament you went to.
Yeah.
He was the guy that let you use a ski, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you weren't allowed to step off a ski. That's the only way I could get up. And he said, this will be the last time you're going to learn a deep water start after this. So we stepped off the ski. I was doing toe holes, just couldn't do a deep water start. I was afraid of the water. But anyway, here's Jorge. Oh, this guy loves it, man. He is on Instagram. He loves it, taking pictures with everybody. He loves the sport. He's down there during the winter working out, getting ready for this. He's going to the World Championships after this. This is cool. So here we go. Ropes tight. They're giving him his time. You know, like I said, 90-second turnaround time for everybody. So they're just kind of waiting that out, letting that water settle, and then they will take off. I think actually the jet ski might have threw a little roller there too, so we'll see. But yeah, John Cornish, thanks for doing so much in the Eastern region. He's the reason the Eastern region has come so far from back in the day. He used to host and hold all the tournaments. Here we go. Jorge from Argentina. Cheeking out.
All right, he's out. He's up. That's 50 points right there.
Whoa.
Straight
down
into it.
early. Sit down, stand up. There it is. Then they go for the double turn.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Good job, Jorge. All right.
All the came out to the Nationals last year. He loved it so much. He goes, I'm coming back, and I'm bringing my son.
Yeah. How cool is that, man? This guy loves the sport so much. That tumble turn, that's usually like his staple. That's like easy for him usually. He just rush that stand up. He'll come back. He'll do that on the way back. I guarantee you he nails it. Yeah, what a nice guy. He's still got so much energy too, this guy, doesn't he? When he talks to you, you're like, whoa, calm down.
Yeah. He's just so fired up to be here. He absolutely loves it. It's cool to see people get involved like this and just love it so much. You know, I think everyone that was here last year ended up getting a selfie with this guy at one point in time, and they were blasted all over Facebook.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was like 6 months later after I've seen him, I saw an Instagram post of him and myself, and then you and him, and then like just popping up everywhere saying hi to us.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah. He's absolute huge fan of the sport. I'd love to get one of us to go down there sometime. We've talked to him about it. I think it'd be awesome to get some skiing down in Argentina. Either bring people down with us, or get some people involved down there. There's
another guy in that area. His name is Capella, I think it is. Capella. He's got a little slough that he skis on.
Sebastian Kaplansky.
Sebastian, that's it. Kaplansky. That's what it is.
Yep. Yeah, I think his nickname there is Kapla.
Yeah. I talked to him a couple times. They would love to get us down there. That'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be a cool spot to ski.
Now, that would be a cool destination clinic.
Yeah.
So we did a destination clinic. Ben did it the last couple of years in just south of Mexico City with Juan Carlos and Gustavo, and that people love that trip.
Oh, you can't understand it and appreciate it till you get there. But wind does not exist in this place of the world. I mean, it's never windy.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to give a little thanks to Paul McDonald because he went there years ago, and the place they were skiing really wasn't that good. So he's like, let's look for some other sites, and they found another site, and that's where we go now. Now they have a permit to ski on this little lake where they're the only powered boat allowed out there. There's 360 degrees of mountains around this lake. Like you said, there's no wind. It's glass. You're guaranteed glass.
It's
every
wild.
time.
Absolutely wild.
And you go to get there, you go through this little village where people literally live off of, the horses carrying things around for them, and dogs everywhere and chickens everywhere. I mean, it's something. If this is something that interests you, contact Ben of the World Barefoot Center and get on his next trip in November, going down to, but it's about 2 hours south of Mexico City.
Yeah.
Get down there. It is I've been around the world. This is one of my favorite trips I've ever been on.
Oh, I have an absolute blast down there. I'm actually hoping to go for 2 weeks this year, so I'm bringing 2 different groups down.
Awesome.
End of October, start of November. Send me a message. Send us a message if you're interested. There's still a few spots there. But right now, eyes on the water. Jorge coming in for run number 2. He's got 70 points on the board. He needs 130 to beat his son.
He's stuck here. Oh, there we go. 130 to beat his son. I don't know if that's going to be possible for this guy. Here we go. Tumble turn. Oh, he just threw it and kind of let go. Well, he doesn't care. He's here having fun, man. He's just happy to be here with everybody.
I think he threw it just to give it to his boy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, yeah, that's good. So, anyway, you okay, Jorge? You okay? Yeah? All right. There's the angle. There's that boy. Always smiling. Always smiling. So, anyway, back to that trip, though. We could talk about that trip for a while. Let's look at his replay right here.
Yeah, let's see what happens on that tumble. It looks like he just kind of lost the handle.
He whipped that thing. Oh yeah, he just kind of let go. See, what happens to a lot of people, we see this at the ski school and clinics all the time, is that people close their eyes during the tumble turn. And you have to keep your eyes open, because if you close your eyes, your body has no clue where it's at, what it's doing, what's happening, and you can't tell when you're coming back around. His eyes were closed. He was just going for it. I think he freaked out a little bit and just let go.
Yeah. It's hard, man. The pressure is on. This is like a one-shot deal for a lot of these guys. They spend all summer working towards this. You get out there and the adrenaline's going, the nerves are there.
Everyone's watching you.
Oh, yeah.
Now even live streaming, now you even have more people watching you. We have 122 people watching the live stream right now.
That's great, isn't it?
Wow, that is a lot of eyes on this sport. That is so cool. So anyway, I want to talk more about that Mexico trip. We talked about no wind, perfect glass. Great experience, but the whole thing, it's a one price, one deal, and everything's
all inclusive.
All inclusive, that's right. The food, the lodging, the everything, the car rental. You literally got to go there and do nothing. You sit in the car, you go to the lake, you ski, you come back, you get fed the authentic, awesome Mexican
real
food.
deal.
I love those tortillas. They make them by hand.
Yeah.
Like they grind up all the corn. Oh my goodness, so good.
All right, here we go. Adam Page leaping off the tower Flies off for a deep water start. Adam gets his feet on the rope. He's good to go there. So he's going to cheek outside the wake. Oh, little bounce. This is Adam's first national tournament as well.
That's right.
Really nice guy. Kind of talked to him the other day on the way over here. 1 foot stand up. Little quick there, but quick wipe of the face. Whoa, goes for a hop, wave. This guy's cooking on gas. 2 1 foots. 1 foot, 1 hand. 1 foot, 1 hand reverse. Goes for a tumble turn to 1. Nice work. Reverse tumble turn. Little hung up. Makes it back. Doesn't quite stand up and just goes out the front door.
That was a good tumble. 2.5 flips right there. We need a replay on that fall. Can you guys do it upstairs in the booth? Replay on that fall, slow motion. That'd be really fun to watch.
Good.
Anyway, we're not laughing at him. We're laughing with him because we all fall.
Oh, yeah.
It happens.
We've all been there, man.
No big deal. So talking about the back deeps, I was working on back deeps with him the other day. Here's this replay. I got to pull it in slow motion for us, AJ, up there in the booth, or what?
That first tumble, slow-mo, he stands up, puts that foot down, goes straight to this one. As he comes around here, it looks like he's just a little pushing heavy on that foot, and then whack, the other foot
the big old
down.
bounce. Oh, that's great.
So, I mean, most people in the barefooting world are kind of all connected. If you have a profile picture that involves barefooting, chances are you have a ton of people you don't even know that are friends with. So I'm sure a lot of you out there that are watching are friends with Adam Page. He runs the same setup as we do back in Colorado. He's got an outboard Sanger, 91 Sanger, and he's running a brand new Evinrude GT on it, and he absolutely loves it. Yeah,
he was just asking me if he could put a tower on that and super fly high like we have, but the big question was, does it fold down? Because he has to put it in his garage when he brings it back home, and I explained that to him. The super fly high folds down, you can trailer like that, and then the 4 pins in the front of the BI tower folds down, and the arms fold in, and you can get it all the way collapsed down as low as you need to. So super easy to do.
Super easy to run. I mean, and they do literally fit any boat.
Universal.
Those BI towers, they're totally universal. You can adjust them, stick them on any boat. Really solid, really durable towers. I mean, ours live outdoors 24/7.
Yeah.
We run them every day for the last 8 years.
And how much stress do we put on that thing? No cracks in the fiberglass, nothing.
We've had 6 guys up barefooting behind that thing, pulling that tower.
Right.
And
solid.
Absolutely no problem.
No,
and
it's good.
We ship them for free.
Hey,
anywhere within the U.S.
Best deal there.
I mean, that's a big package to ship out. A lot of people kind of worried about shipping out. What's it going to add to my cost? Absolutely nothing.
And simple to set up, too. Dave and I did the first couple that we got, and then you did the next several. But, yeah, you just got to find where you want it mounted. Drill your holes. You set the whole thing up. Mike Seipel, we got to mention Mike Seipel. That guy, talk about customer service. If you have a problem setting it up or you got questions, you can call Mike on his cell phone. We will give it to you, or he will give it to you, and he will talk you through exactly how to set it up just the way you need it to.
Yeah, he's super dedicated to just helping people out, getting them involved, and he really loves to support his customers, and he gives great customer service.
Yeah.
So here comes Adam Page now for a second pass. He's standing up to 2 feet this time. Cuts outside the wake. He threw a lot of big tricks that last round. What's he got this time for us?
Sit down, stand up. Sit down, stand up to 1. Reverse, sit down, stand up to, I won't get credit for that. Little bouncy there. Going for a tumble turn to 2. Oh, almost out the front door. Tumble turn reverse to 2 and 180, and that'll be about it. Oh, he's going to be happy with that. I mean, 2 nearly stand-up runs there.
Once again, folks, this is another guy, first time skiing in national championships. Give him a round of applause. Let's hear some support for Adam Page, coming all the way from Colorado out here skiing today. And as a Man C skier, that's going to push him into first place right now. Going to wait for that provisional score, but his first run, he got a score of 550, already beating his PB set at the Western Regionals.
Yeah, this is the place to do it. Oh, almost out the front there in that replay.
Man, he got tall there. Next on the water, we got Adrian Adams of Vonell from Texas. He's part of that Austin crew. He's a lot with the Eels family.
760 points right there, so he takes the lead.
So I'm pretty confident. I don't know the exact scores, but he's going to be pushing close to getting to men's B with a score like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that cut. I wonder what that cutoff is at. Do you know?
We need to get some research out here. Check those out. Is it cutoff to men's B? So 699 is the cutoff if you trick 700 points, you are in men's B. So Adam Page at the Nationals sets a standard of 760 for men's C tricks and jumps himself into men's B category for future tournaments.
That's the time to do it.
We've got another guy watching here on the live stream, Ryan Onan. Ryan, how you doing out there, man? Good to see you tuning in. It's funny, Ryan's not a barefooter yet, but he came to the ski school. He came to Winter Haven Water Sports, actually. So for those of you out there that are watching and listening, at the World Barefoot Center, we do have a separate, a whole separate industry now, Winter Haven Water Sports. We do pontoon rentals, paddleboard rentals, tubing, water skiing, all that kind of stuff. Ryan was one of our flyboarding customers that discovered barefooting through Winter Haven Water Sports.
That's cool.
All right, so here comes Ron Al into the course. He's doing his deep water to 2 there, looking nice and solid with a wave. 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 hand, 1 foot, 1 hand. Side slide, yep, another side slide. Definitely skis with the Eagles. Doing a third side slide. Sit down, stand up. Sit down, stand up to 1. And the reverse kind of puts that foot down there. That is definitely some landing influence in that run there.
That's awesome.
If you can take the time halfway through your pass to pop 3 side slides.
Yeah. Hopefully one of those sticks.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking with him last night at the fundraiser pizza party last night. Did he jump yet, or is he getting ready to jump? What's the deal with that?
I don't know what his deal is with jumping.
Okay, because he was telling me that Landon had him going through a kind of a routine, and he had to do certain tricks to be able to jump, and he ended up jumping in the regionals, and then I think he's jumping here as well.
That's awesome. We do have jumping coming up later on in the event today.
Yep.
The men's and boys jump event. So we could see Adrian or Vonal out there later on in that event. But, man, men's C, this guy's throwing side slides.
Yeah, really, yeah.
If he gets credit for some of those, I think he's going to be the next guy that's going into the men's B category.
For sure. Oh, it's his birthday.
Yeah, it's also his birthday.
How old is he? 27. Is he single? Oh, yep. Somebody was asking earlier. There you go.
Single, ready to mingle. Any ladies out there on the live stream or any fat dudes in their underwear pretend to be ladies? Von Al's single. Hit him up. Send him a message. He'd love to chat.
He was in Conroe. He was just learning how to.
We got Eric here. Love it. Come on out to Lake Superior. Eric, mate, we would love to come out to Lake Superior. Keith, myself, Dave, we do a lot of traveling in the summers. We're always looking for new places to go and do clinics. We do clinics year round now with the World Barefoot Center. So I mean, any time of year that you guys out there think you could put on a clinic, whether it be 1 day, 5 days, anything like that, we'd love to come out to the site. I just came back from a full summer of traveling, had an absolute blast, skied with a ton of new people, show skiers, recreational skiers, competitive skiers. It's awesome to see so much barefooting out there in the States.
Yeah, and when you do these clinics, a lot of these people are new skiers, and the clinics are huge. Try to learn the right way if you're gonna barefoot water ski. Learn from a professional, do a clinic, get with a show ski team, something like that, because it helps tremendously. Just get that first introduction to be right and smooth, not just falling on your head. And here we go. Oh no! Oh, where'd that come from? Oh man, he took his time. He was just setting up for that front toe hold, and boom, out of nowhere, just like a geyser went off in front of him. He just blew up.
And the boat is going all the way.
They're not stopping.
Man.
No rerides,
so that means
I guess.
Cornell's going to keep his score there of 440.
Oh,
which
man.
Second pass is 0. Total pass score 440.
Maybe we'll see a replay. Yeah, look at him. He's gone, oh, man, that was so easy. I can do these toe holes. I know. Doing the old face wipe. Getting
look
the water
at this
out
on
of
the
the eyes.
slow-mo here. He gets up into that strap.
Oh,
Bam.
man.
Oh, that is not something you want to see at a national, especially on your birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's, sometimes you just don't think of those little things. You just kind of like, oh, it's a toe hold, no big deal. And then next thing you know, you take it for granted and bang.
Yeah.
But
Rick Moyes, I see you watching there. Ouch. What's the deal? I hear Rick Moyes has a chest infection. I didn't know the real Rick Moyes could go down. The Mac Daddy is down and out for the count right now.
Say what? He's like not coming to Worlds?
He'll be coming to Worlds.
Okay.
He could have a collapsed lung.
What?
He'll be getting on that plane and
How
skiing.
did this happen?
But I heard the other day he has a chest infection.
What?
He's probably hanging around that construction site a little too often.
Oh, You sure you don't have that confused? Just he's all swelled up in the chest. He's pretty built. Nothing like that.
That could be the issue. But yeah, no, Rick, give us a little line in there in the comments. Let's see what's going on with you. These scores here, folks.
Oh, he said he's not out. Rick Moore said he's not out.
Oh, well, he needs to talk to Tom Heaps. Tom Heaps is known to talk a lot, though. So next up on the water, we've got 5 more guys in the men's B event. We got Lee Stone, David Wheeler, Eric Coyer, Don Stope, and Chad Sullivan. Right now, these guys, the score to beat in men's B is 880 points set by Ken Reynolds. Second place right now, Corey Jones with 850. I will say one more time, these scores are provisional, folks, but we had 5 guys in men's C. We've got them all done and dusted. So right now in first place, it's looking like Adam Page, his first nationals. He's going to take home the gold medal with a score of 760.
Ooh, that is
Adrian Adams, even though he went down that toe hold, he's still going to get a silver medal. He's looking at silver with 440. And then Derek Kraling, the atomic footer himself, looks like he's going to go home with a bronze medal in tricks. 240 points.
Lee Stone on the dot, getting ready for his flyer. He's doing a back flyer. We're going to watch this. Keep this camera on him, guys. Lee Stone's in his back toe handle there. It's going to be a back flyer. He's so smooth. Check this out. This is going to be awesome. Back flyer from Lee Stone. And there we go. Nice and smooth.
He's down. Oh, he's up. There you go.
Sunk a little bit there, but there he is. He's been doing that for years. He loves that start. And taking his time, waiting for speed. And there he is, up backwards.
So he gets outside the wake here. Is Lee a line step position kind of guy?
No.
So he's in a 1 foot.
He'll try some hops after this 1 foot.
2 1 foots there, going straight into a back toe hold. Nice back toe hold for Lee.
Oh, why did he let go there? He looked fine.
Doesn't feel too comfortable, I guess. He kind of put out the, dropped the handle on that second toe hold.
So what he was, I don't know. He was saying something out there. He just barely slipped out or something.
He will get credit for that toe hold, though. The toe holds are instant recognition. So as soon as you show control with both hands off the handle, bang, that's it. You get those 200 points whether or not you recover.
Right. Oh, hot foot. It could be a hot foot. He gets a hot foot. So anyway, so right here,
that was the last trick
screaming
in his trick run.
Had to let go. Yeah, he actually let go there. On that replay, you could see that he let go.
So with 700 points in one pass, Lee only needs 180 to bump ahead of Ken Reynolds.
Woo!
To jump into first place here in men's B.
That should not be a problem. Lee's done a lot of nationals. He's got a lot of experience. He just has to come up here and do a very, very simple run. I mean, he's going to do his toe up, though, actually. So there's a little stress there. I mean, he needs to nail this thing. He nails that, he's got it.
He's home sweet. It's very deceiving, you get up to these scores here. The scores get bigger and bigger as you go into the group. But as the scores get bigger, the tricks, and there's a lot more at risk as you get in here. So you got guys that are tricking 2,000, 4,000 points at the end of this event, but one trick could be 1,000 points. Anything can happen, and you can lose a lot just like that.
Exactly. So people that are watching now, we have over 100 people watching. Just to let you know what's coming up, we have some really, really impressive skiing coming up here. We got some big shots. So we got about 8 guys here in this division, but then we come up to the big boys, the Open Pro. Who do we have? Dan Baumgartner, Willie Farrell, Bryce, he's turned up a storm, Mikey Caruso, Brody Meskers, Landon, William, Jason Lee, Ben Groen, Jackson, myself, David Small. You're going to want to stay on and watch. So if you're kind of like looking and like don't know what's coming up or you're not overly excited right now, stay tuned. All the good skiing, like the big skiing, the big tricks, even some big crashes will be coming. So stay on there. How long do we have, you think, until that Open Pro division starts, Ben?
On average, we're doing a minute and a half turnaround time right now. So I'm going to say we're looking about 5 minutes per skier. So you want to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Probably about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, we're going to kick off the Open Pro trick event.
Okay. So, yeah, so if you want to go grab something to eat real quick and come back, 40, 45 minutes, the big boys will be getting out there.
Now we do have a little bit of a boat change there between the two. So we'll have a little time there if you want to jump out, get something, get in the bathroom, something like that. Right now, Lee Stone's coming back for run number 2. He's cutting outside the wake. It looks to me like he's on just a standard start here. So he stands up, waits for the bumps. He's not up yet. 1 foot stand up, puts that foot down a little early. He might be playing it smart and safe here just to bump up his points. Does a 1 foot stand up tumble 360. Here's a reverse tumble 360. Stands up to 1. Going for a toe hold now. Nice toe hold from Lee. And he runs out of lake there. But, you know, I think he played it safe there, Keith. He didn't do a toe up. I think he was thinking the score to beat's 880. Anything can happen with these guys. Let me put up some good points here and just get close to that 1,000 point mark.
Right, yeah, put the pressure on the other guys perhaps too, not take a big chance. So, yeah, he did the right thing. But yeah, you look good, look comfy out there. He had fun, I know. He loves it. He's coached the U.S. team several years. He was the ABC president for a while. This guy has donated a lot of his time to the sport. So great to see him out there having fun.
Absolutely. So just to finish up, announcing as I was before, right now it looks like first place in Men C, we're going to have Adam Page with 760. Second place, Adrian Von L. Adams with 440. Third place, Derek Kraling with 240. And 20 points behind in fourth place, Eric Rankin.
Oh.
These two guys are the two atomic footers in the group, so they're good friends, they're good buddies. They're right around the same age. They grew up in the same kind of town. And they're that tight in a score.
Ooh, that's when it's fun right there. When it's tight like that, it's fun.
Yeah, that makes things exciting. And then you've got Juan Carlos with 130 and his father Jorge with 70 points. So it's a good showing there. You got 5 guys. It was pretty competitive. It's fun to watch when things are that tight.
No, so let's talk about this a little bit since we have a little bit of time. I think these are the performance divisions. And we get some questions over. So performance divisions are run a little different. It's run on your score, on performance, okay? Instead of being an age group, it's run on performance. So I think the first one's like once you break 700 points, you're into group B. And anything below that, you're in group C. And then I don't know what the next step off is, but we're just trying to keep competition tight and together instead of it being spread out. Like we have a lot of divisions, a lot of different age divisions, so there might be just 2 people in this division and like 8 people in this division, maybe 1 in this division. So there's too many age groups split apart. So we're doing something new. I think people like it. It keeps the competition exciting, close, tight. So that's kind of what we're doing here. It's nice change for the skiers, nice change for the spectators. Good stuff. All right, so who are we waiting on? We've got David Wheeler setting up down there. Oh, I don't know what happened. The boat looked like it took off. Stopped. It's turning around, going back. So we're gonna wait a little bit, and we'll be coming back up here in probably about a minute or less.
So Lee Stowe was offered a reride on that second pass. There was a little bit of an acceleration issue with the boat on his toe hold, but he had 400 points on that second run. If you take a reride in a tournament, as soon as you opt to take the reride, that whole run is tossed out. You got 0 points again.
That's right.
So it's a bit of a risk to take it. And, Lee had 400 points. He said, you know what, looking at these scores, I'm happy with the 400. So he's going to take home a score of 1,100, which puts him in top seed right now ahead of Ken Reynolds and Corey Jones.
Yep, that was a good choice. Good choice. The other thing, when you take a reride, you don't necessarily have to do your start. Once you do your start, you get the points for that. So you take the reride and you can do it again.
Yeah. So, Eric, I see you on the live stream there asking what boats we use for towboats here. Sid Gregory's absolutely right. We use Sanger Barefooters, the DX2. We've got the 440 Inmar Raptor engines in them. These things are like rocket ships on the water. They're all equipped with the Super Hi-Fi from BI. And, I mean, they're just absolute monsters. And so, here goes David Wheeler. We've got a little bit of confusion. He hopped in the water, and the boat is not moving. He may not have given the okay call. So swimming back one way. I don't know how
they handle this. This is different situations, but when they give you your 10-second call and they say you have 10 seconds left, at the end of those 10 seconds, if you do not say okay, the boat shall take off. Those are the rules. That's how it works. So I don't know what happened down there, but when they say 10 seconds, you need to say okay within that 10-second period. Lee Stone, 1,100 points, leading the way. Adrian Adams, 440. Adam Page, 760. Jorge from Argentina, 70 points.
Ask Landon on the way over. He's at the TV. He'll know. Thanks.
Yeah, go ahead and keep on asking us questions on the live feed. If you're on, go ahead and ask us anything and everything. We should be able to answer all questions. Keeps things going. Kind of, educates people There's no dumb questions. Just ask. Ask anything you guys want about tournaments, about skiing, about learning different tricks. Ben and I are here to answer any of those questions. All right, so here we go. What's he doing? So he got pulled off the dock and then held onto the handle. Maybe the boat took off and he never said okay.
Yeah,
here we
looks
go.
like he's getting the re-ride here.
Yep.
So David Wheeler going for round 2 here on his re-ride. Gives the leap, the shout. The boat is moving this time, so he's going to be coming down the course. Looks like he's doing a front flyer. We'll see if he stands up a 1 foot or 2 here as he cuts outside the wake. So he cheeks out up on 1. Nice plant from David Wheeler there. He's getting into his trick run now. He does a hop, 1 foot, 1 foot, going into a tow hole. Really nice, clean tow hole there from David. Doing the reverse tow. Nice, clean reverse tow. 1 foot, 1 hand, 1 foot, 1 hand reverse. Tumble turn, standing up to 1. Reverse tumble, standing up to 1. And time goes off right there. That was a really solid run from Dave Wheeler. I think he's going to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that was good. That was clean. Surprised no toe up, though. I don't know if he's having just a little bit of issue with that at the moment or what the deal is, but that was some good skiing. Now, that 1 foot, 1 hand, here we go. Here's the replay. 1 foot, 1 hands are pretty cool. We started teaching this in the ski school years ago, and you'll see it coming up here. And then I don't know whose idea it was, either Ben or Ash or one of the kids. They made it into a new trick. So here you go. 1 foot, 1 hand, 1 foot, 1 hand. Even though that's not the exact way we teach it, you can still get paid for it right there. But give us a little history on that 1 foot, 1 hand. Who was the first person to do a video and get that into the rule book?
So actually, Karen Potts kind of was the one that wanted to get that put into the book. So she contacted myself and Ashley. So we went out there and took videos, pictures, and then submitted it into the rules committee. And that's one really cool thing is any trick you have out there, you can submit any new tricks. If you do a trick long line that you've come up with, you take a video of it, you submit it to the rules committee, and you can propose it become a rule. And if they look at the video, it shows control. You can get any trick put into the rule book, which is really cool. New stuff is still coming out. We still get new additions every now and then, and it's great to give people more options on what they can do out there.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. That's the way it should be. You got new ideas, new tricks. The sport is always developing into new things, new ideas. Just throw it out there. And maybe we can get into the rule book.
Betsy Gilman, paging Betsy Gilman. If you are on site or if anyone here sees Betsy, please go up to the judge's tower immediately. Betsy Gilman, please report to the tower immediately.
One guy I got to give a shout out to is Lynn Novakovsky. That guy is a trooper. He has been across the lake. Yep, there he is over there. Lynn, can you hear us? Give us a wave over there. He works for USA Water Ski, takes all pictures for them. He's been on the other side of the lake taking pictures all morning. All right, here we go. David Wheeler, second pass. Easy back deep, no problem. Looking like he's setting up for a hop. Nope, 1 foot. 1 foot. And we're going to see a hop. It keeps back to front. Oh!
Just loses the handle.
I kept saying hop because his feet were kind of wide, and he was kind of, his knees were bending, and it was like, it looks like he's did a spring. But I think that's what happened on that back to front. Those feet were wide. That's wide for a turn.
Yeah,
something
you see
is going to catch.
That turning foot there, that left foot just kind of pulled off to the side.
Yeah. So let's watch the replay here. His feet are a little on the wide side. And then now he's setting for his back to front. Yeah, you got to squeeze tight those knees. Yeah, he kind of hopped it, leaned back a little bit. Handle came out, and then that left foot just kind of got swept behind him. Got to squeeze those knees really tight before and during the turn.
So David's going to end up with a score there of 1,030 points, just 70 points behind Lee.
Oh,
so it looks like Lee played it smart, doing the consistent run there, avoiding the toe up.
So far, so good. He's got, let's see, so Lee is in the lead, but how many guys? He's got 3 ahead of him right now?
He's got 3 guys ahead of him, and all 3 of them are really good, solid skiers. You got Eric Koya. I know you ski with Eric for years and years back up in Atlanta. Don Stope, we've both ski with him in New Hampshire. He's got a ton of great tricks, front toes, back toes, that kind of stuff. And Chad Sullivan. Chad's goal is to try and hit 2,000 points without doing backwards. So you probably won't be seeing a back deep from Chad today.
Okay. So basically if one of these guys mess up, Lee is in for medal contingency. If these guys all stick their runs, then Lee will just be bumped out.
Yep.
So it's going to be close. It's going to be really close right here. Lee's on the bubble for a medal, And all these three guys are very good skiers, but they're advanced skiers, so they're doing bigger tricks, bigger starts. So you just never know what could happen.
Exactly. Bigger the points, the bigger the risk. So as Eric Coy is getting ready to go here, Eric, I seen you coming on the live stream again. You're in Minnesota. You're looking to put on an event. There are quite a couple of events in Minnesota. I just skied one in Center City back in June. It was just Minnesota State Tournament. So let me know where you're from in Minnesota. We can definitely put you in touch with some guys. The Barefoot World is very friendly. We could definitely get you involved with some tournaments or running a tournament if you've got a really cool site. James Malta, I see you hopping on there. What's up, buddy? James is all the way from Iowa, Cedar Rapids?
Yes.
Really, really clean, strong skier. I mean, front toes, back toes, all 4 turns on his feet.
Very clean. Yeah, he puts a lot of time into it, loves the sport. Always helping people on Facebook if they have questions about different tricks. Solid skier. Yeah, he's a good guy. We need to get you back in tournaments, man. You need to be at the Nationals, James.
All right, so here comes Eric Coy. He's coming in for a toe-up. Look at this custom suit on as well. Reedy Fitness is Eric's company. So nice, clean toe-up there from Eric, straight into some toe holds. Man, there's the basic, there's the reverse. He gets straight into a tumble to 1. Oh, spits out. He's going to stand back up to 2. Does the tumble reverse to 2. He's thinking smart there on his feet. Tumble to 1, he reattempts. That looked clean. Tumble to 1, he just on the bubble there. It's interesting to see what ends up in time. We've got Billy Oswald watching from Waterloo, Iowa. How far is Waterloo from where James is? Is that pretty close?
Oh, it's not far. It's right up the road. Literally, I think like 45 minutes up the road, just north.
Huh.
So these guys probably know each other. If they don't, you guys need to hook up and meet each other. Go ski. I know James skis on a sweet reservoir just south of where? Where's he out of? Cedar Falls?
Cedar Falls,
Cedar
yeah.
Falls. Yeah, just south of Cedar Falls, they ski in an awesome reservoir.
750 points for Eric Coy's first pass. That puts him as the highest skiing. So if he puts up a score higher than 1100, he's walking home today with a medal. Whether it's bronze, silver, or gold, he's guaranteed one.
Always nice to walk away with hardware. We all want the goal, but hardware in general is nice.
We're still streaming right now.
Zyla loves Ken, and Ken loves Zyla. It's hilarious.
Oh, really?
Oh, man, they're attached to each other.
We're back up. There was a little glitch running down to 4 skiers. So hopefully everyone by now kind of gets the gist. If the stream goes down, just reload your page. A new stream will be up and running. And tell your friends and family this because it is frustrating. When things cut in and out, I know it's hard to drop back in and drop out. So you're just going to stay vigilant.
That's old.
Acros TV.
Acros.tv. It's right on one of these signs flying over here. Acros.tv on Facebook.
All right, we're back up and running. Thanks.
Here we go. I hear the boat around the corner. Here comes Eric. Back deep. He's going to get up, set up. What's he going to be doing here, Ben? Is his back toes, line step? What's he doing?
I think he's going to get ready to do some line step positions and a couple of 1-foots. Man, he took his time there, but let's see what he does. 1 foot. 1 foot reverse. That's 400 points. Humongous. Oh. Holy cow. Huge hop from Eric Coy there.
Came down to those toes and just ate it to the
Putting on a
chin.
show right in front of the crowd there. Guys, give him a hand as he swims in right in front of you there. Eric Coy.
Eric.
Coming out of a 10-year retirement.
Oh, man.
So let's just watch these 1-foots again, Keith, because if he gets both 1-foots, he's going to be in first place. There's one.
Yeah,
I'd give him both of those.
Yep.
Look at that. Holy smokes.
Oh, man, that was huge. Just right. He just landed on those toes and just took the uppercut to the chin.
So as long as he gets both 1-foots in that back deep, he's looking at 600 points, which puts him 250 points ahead.
600 for total 1350, 1350.
There you go. So 1350 for Eric Coy. He just guaranteed himself a medal in the men's B trick event. 2 guys to go, Don Stope and Chad Sullivan, both of them capable of tricking over that 1,300 mark. Let's see what they can do, and let's see what Eric's going to take home with these other 2 guys here.
And look at Don standing on top of that Footin.com tower down there. He's going to do a big old tower start. Make sure you're on to watch this. This is going to be good. So look at that. Yeah, since that live stream cut out, we lost, man, like 80 people following that. So you just got to have to refresh your screen every once in a while. If you lose the feed, just refresh it. It'll come right back up. Ben was saying earlier, we can only run this live feed for 4 hours straight, and then it'll cut, and you got to redo it again. Just depends on what Facebook does and how it works. But just hit a little refresh, and you'll be good to go.
So if you're one of the 10 people that are watching right now, we've kind of lost all of viewership. Just quickly, you don't even have to close the screen. Just click share down the bottom there. Post it to your page. The more people that post it, the higher up in everyone's newsfeed it goes. So other guys that we're watching that have signed off can see where the new stream is. Get back online, and we can keep the show going.
Yeah, super easy to share that. Share, boom, goes right on your wall. No problem. All right. Looks like they're getting ready.
So it looks like Don's up there on the tower. He's going to be doing a tower start. Extra points, extra excitement. It's always fun to watch these tower starts.
And this is low compared to the tower he jumps off of in New Hampshire. Have you seen that thing? It's like another 5 or 6 feet higher. He loves that. Here he is. Nice. Flying right off that thing. That was good. Nice and smooth. Getting outside the wake. Easy. Controlled. Let's see if he can hold this control. He'll be standing up to one and wait for that boat speed. Waiting. Here we go. We're at speed. And the 1 foot. Nice. Here we go. Loading for his neck and teeth. Neck, 1 foot, 1 foot reverse. Teeth, 1 foot, 1 foot reverse. Nice. 1 foot, 1 hand, 1 foot, 1 hand. Tumble to 1. Reverse tumble to 1. Looking good. 180. Yeah, looking good. He's going to be happy. Neck and teeth, that's pretty cool. A lot of people don't do that as much. They don't pay as much as they used to for that. We won't get into why they don't, but they are cool tricks. You don't see them often. Everyone freaks out about the rope around your neck. It's really not that dangerous. If you catch a toe, you're falling straight forward, so it comes right off your head. No big deal. Teeth is cool. That used to be like Banana George staple trick. He'd like go down the whole path holding that in his mouth for like 20 seconds. So it's pretty cool.
It's a great commercial for our dentures there as well.
Right, yeah. All right, you're eating some tacos over there. I think after this next skier, I'm ready for lunch myself.
They are really good tacos, though.
Oh, so good.
If only you guys could taste them through the live stream. Anyone on site, though, the food truck is here. Lunch is served. Go up to that truck. Get some tacos in you. They are really, really good. Really authentic kind of Mexican stuff.
Mention these sponsors again. We need to keep on mentioning these sponsors. So it sinks in and people realize who's helping this Nationals take place and helping the skiers here. It is the Footin.com U.S. Barefoot Nationals presented by visitcentralflorida.org. If you're coming to Central Florida, check them out. Visitcentralflorida.org. They have everything, all these cool things to do in the area. Springs in the area and going to walk on these cool trips. I mean, everything is right there. We have Homewood WordPress, Just Add Water Media, the World Barefoot Center, Action Water Sports, Wheelhouse Marketing. All these people, American Barefoot Club, all these people, companies have been putting money into the U.S. Nationals for this year, and it's what makes it all happen. So thank you very much to all those sponsors. Don Stope from the drone. Rope is tightening up. He'll be getting up backwards, and he's had a little bit of a shoulder issue, so I know he's been kind of being a little on the careful side. But he'll be doing his 1 foot, 1 foot, maybe a hop, and then a back toe. I know he's looking really, he should be able to do all that and a back toe. If he gets the reverse, I think it'll be bonus for him. Here he comes, taking off right now.
Reynolds, if you can hear me, Ken Reynolds, you're needed in the announcers, the judges' tower upstairs, please. Ken Reynolds to the judges' tower.
Red Sands, Peter O'Neill joining back in. Nice to have you guys. Don Stope outside the wake, getting ready to go. We're going to see some 1 foots here. 1 foot, 1 foot reverse. Service up. Oh, all paid, no problem. Back, 1 foot, 1 hand. Oh, and there it is. He just kind of let go. I don't know if they'll pay him for that. I mean, that was pretty quick. As he let go, he let go with the other hand too. So I don't know. What do you think? No go.
It's going to be close, man. And he doesn't have a whole lot he needs to put on top of that front run to push past of Eric. This is going to be a tight score coming out of the boat here.
Waiting for the provisional score right now. As you look at the replay, it's going to be close. He's in medal contention, but I just don't know where it's going to put him exactly. 1 foot, 1 foot. Nice big hop. We saw the bottom of his feet there. And 1 foot, 1 hand. That's when he let go right there. I know. Again, he has a little bit of a shoulder issue, so if he falls to the side, he has to make sure that hand and that arm doesn't catch the water because it kills his shoulder. So just going to be really careful. I think he just got a little freaked out, lost a little bit balance, and just said, eject. I'm out of here. Wow, 1290, just behind Eric Coyer at 1350. Oh, man, 60 points between the two. Wow, that is tight right there. So anyway, those two guys are guaranteed either a first, second, or third. So we'll just see. Let's see what happens.
Ben, did you know that?
Don. Well, Don isn't guaranteed a first. Eric Coyer right now is in the lead at 1350. Don Stope at 1290. Chad Sullivan is up next from the Houston, Texas, Beaumont, Texas area. This guy's a great skier, man. He's done a lot of freestyle in the past. I know tournaments is new for him. Doing all these trick runs, it's new for him. I know the pressure's on. He's holding himself to a high standard, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does. He's kind of a lot like me. Sometimes he starts tricking, he gets out of control and just kind of starts running. He needs to just make sure he takes his time, one trick at a time, calms his brain down. Hopefully he didn't have his Coke that he usually drinks before this because he's going to be all amped up. But he's just loving being here. Here we go, and
slides off the dock.
Oh, that's what it was. He slipped. Yeah, you got to land on his back there. Flying tumble up, and he goes, pulls it around. He's gonna wait for speed. That's the one. Here we go, buddy. Take your time. You can put it together, man. Toe hold right here. Oh,
let's get rid of that.
Hold. Yep, and reverse toe hold. Going for his tumble to one. He'll barely gets it. Reverse tumble to one. He gets it.
Sticks it there.
And
what's he going to do?
1 foot.
One hand.
He's going to be happy with that. Oh, throwing that side slide.
There you go. Another Texas boy throwing down those side slides.
Yeah, that's true. There we go. That right there, he's going to be happy with that. Even though it was a little sloppy here and there, to stand it up, to get everything in time, even with a little bit of slip off the dock on that tumble start, he is going to be happy with that.
Yeah, Chad's one of the guys that came with me to Mexico last year, actually.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I think he might go back, he said.
Yeah, he had a great time, and he was a lot of fun to hang out with. Really nice guy, really passionate about the sport, been getting more involved in the last couple of years. We talked a lot about barefooting and just different aspects, and he was actually working earlier this year on getting new tricks involved, a front toe hold hop.
Front toe hold hop. Did he try it for the submission?
He could do both of them, basic and reverse, on the boom. But could not do on long line. And to submit a rule book, it has to be crittable on a long line.
Right. I like that. So I think that'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be a cool trick to see, though, like a front toe and then fully just hop out of the water and land back again?
That'd be interesting. We'll see a lot of crashes with that for sure.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a crowd pleaser.
This guy, he's always in a good mood. That's why I love Chad. He's always in a good mood. He's just always smiling, always has a story.
Oh, yeah.
Just loving it.
He just, as long as you let him sleep before 8 o'clock.
That's true. He's usually late every single time he comes to the ski school.
Always.
Like, not just by, like, a few minutes, like 15, 20 minutes. We need to start telling him we got to start at 7:30, not 8.
So those of you watching right now, Chad just scored 720 points on that first pass. The score to beat right now is Eric Coyer. Eric's got 1350, which means Chad needs 640 points to slip into first place. If he can get 640, he's walking home with a gold medal today. Anything less than that, it's going to be anybody's game in these top three guys. We got Eric in first at 1350, Don Stope second with 1290, and Lee Stone picking up third place currently at 1100. So Lee's on the bubble.
Oh,
he's probably watching right now going, oh man, what's going to happen? Is it going to work? Is it not? Let's see what Chad does here coming back. It looks like he's going for a toe up. Big risk, big points.
He loves this trick.
Oh, look at that. Solid.
Yeah.
Wow, 240 points to go, Keith. Let's see what he does here.
Oh, tumble to 2.
That's 50.
tumble to 2, and it should be a
That's 100 points.
2,
One foot.
Oh, they got to pay.
That was 180. 1 foot.
Oh. Man, that
was a whole lot of action there. I'm thinking it depends on that tumble. That tumble could really make the difference. I'm sure we're going to see a replay right here. Those 180 tumbles, once again, those who are watching at home, you got to get both feet to the 180-degree position. So look at that solid toe up there, really clean. That's 400 points. He needs 640. He goes for this first tumble, 360. I don't know if they're going to give that to 1.
No.
So that's 500 points. He goes for this one. That
one is going to up in the air.
I don't know. I don't know what that left foot's going to go.
Even on when he came up on the 1, it looked a little sketchy, like he fell off it. So,
So 500, even if he gets a 50-point deduction there, he should be
They just put the boat in the weeds. It happens. Sometimes you don't get off the water soon enough, and the boat goes in the weeds. And no joke, I'd say probably about 10 years ago, no, maybe 12 years ago, I won't say who, but they put the boat right where it's pointed now, but up the bank. They put it up the bank.
Come on, Keith, let's say who.
Well, he may just be our chief boat driver of this tournament. And Eric, you were skiing? Eric back toe, and he pulled off
in
last
first
minute.
place.
Oh.
So this was 10 years ago. Yeah. Eric hasn't skied in 10 years, so that could be a little bit of a coincidence right there as to why he stopped.
Yeah, almost unsure. He went up deep in the weeds.
Not Jim driving.
Oh, the cat's out of the bag now.
Wow. Yeah, mine was
Swanbaum. Brett Swanbaum, where did you go with your phone?
Jim and I had it all the way on the shore, though.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was right up the shore. And that was before we was
just shy of the prop.
No damage. No damage was done to the boat.
700 points on the second pass, total 1420, 1420.
What's that? 1420?
1420 for Chad Sullivan.
That's provisional.
This is all provisional, but right now, he'll be taking home the gold medal by 70 points with 1420. Eric Coy is going to take home a silver with 1350. And Don Stope, bronze medal with 1290.
Wow, here we are.
Three more guys in this division. We're moving on to some of the open man skiers. You got Doug Jordan, Jerry Canoyer, and Chris McWaters. All these guys have skied senior worlds before, and they've all been on the worlds team at one point or another. So we've got some really big scores here out of these three guys. You're going to see some tricks, these toe-ups, surface turns. You're probably going to see some flips out of Jerry.
Jerry, the flipper,
It's going to be a huge part of the trick event that you want to try and stick around for.
All right, so the people that are watching the live feed now, you need to go down to the bottom and share it. The next event coming up is always extremely exciting. There's going to be people doing flips. We're going to be doing multiple turns. There's going to be your guaranteed crashes, which everybody loves. I thought that I love seeing a crash, but if it happens, I might get a little chuckle out of it. But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like NASCAR. You're going to see amazing skiing, and you're going to see crashes. It's got to happen. So share it on the bottom in Facebook. Get as many people on here as possible, and let everybody join in the action and enjoy. I'm going to go take a little break right now. I'm going to get some lunch. Those tacos that Ben was just eating, I can't believe you didn't share any with me.
No, we're skiing in about an hour. You want me to give you my food before the event?
All right, I better go get some. I hope they're not out.
Every man for himself. All right, thanks, Keith. All right, guys. So we got three guys here in open men's, this finishing of the tricks. As you guys on the live stream are watching this awesome recap of last year's nationals, these are some of the tricks that you're about to see in the next hour of skiing. Look at those turns. I mean, people wonder why shoulders and things like that pop. That is it right there. Knees and shoulders, necks, all sorts of stuff. But right now, next on the water, we're going to have Doug Jordan, Jerry Canoyer, Chris McWaters. We have a short boat change after that. So in about 25 minutes, I would say, close to about 1 o'clock Eastern time, for those of you watching, we're going to hit into the Open Pro event. We got 12 skiers, trick scores from 3,000 to 13,000 points. This is the equivalent of going to the World Championships. You have the top 4 ranked trickers in the world are going to be in this event, along with some of your best junior boys skiers, some of the best senior men skiers, and then a bunch of guys that are representing the U.S. team in numerous open divisions. So you're going to see some of the biggest scores that you'll probably see even at a Worlds coming up here in this next event. You got Danny Baumgartner, Mike Caruso, William Fowle, Bryce Storman, Bodie Meskis, Landon Ehlers, William Lee, Jason Lee, spelled differently, Ben Groen, Jackson Gerard, Keith St. Onge, and Dave Small. So we got 3 guys in the international, and then another 9 guys skiing in the Open Pro. Like I said, about 20-25 minutes. Stay tuned. That's what's coming up. But right now, if you're a big fan of high-action tricking, stick around for the next 3 guys. You got Jerry Canoyer in there. The guy is nicknamed Flipper, not because of his falls, but because of his tricks. Very exciting stuff to watch. Gary Keane, g'day mate, good to see you on the stream there. JP Caruso, Mikey. Like I said, mate, you're watching out for Mike. I'd give him about 35 minutes before he skis. So you guys got a little while before Mikey skis. Hang tight, he's coming out here shortly. But right now, on the dock is Doug Jordan. So he hops in the water, he's not doing a flyer. I'm going to guess Doug's probably going to do a toe up or a back deep here. Try and bring some points on. He's coming in with a seeded score of 2,520. He's a little shy of the next 2 guys. Jerry Canoyer with 4,150. Chris McWaters with 4,200. 50 points separating these guys. And they're doing tricks that are worth more than 100 points. So that's 1 trick to split the 2 of these guys up. That is a tight competition. Doug Jordan, you know, if he puts up a score of 2,500, at that point it's anybody's game. And all 3 of these guys are getting a second round anyway. So, folks, as Doug takes off here, I am graced with the presence of the 2016 Junior Girls World Overall Champion, Lexi McCauley. Lexi, as Doug comes down the pass here, give us a rundown of what he's going to be doing here as he sits up for his toe-up.
So right now he's just waiting for the boat to catch up to speed. And he's up, clean. Oh, in a neck hold. 1 foot, 1 foot. Hop, big hop. Toe hold. Toe hold. A tumble turn to 1. A second tumble turn to 1. Just
right
before the lake ends.
There.
Oh!
And a little smack at the end there. Ouch. So, Lexi, you were out there just a round ago. Most of the guys and girls out there watching right now probably saw you trick. How'd the tricks go for you right there in the last event?
It was okay. I mean, I got 1.5 passes, so.
So, only 1.5 passes. Well, 1.5 passes, you scored a provisional score of 4,700.
Yes.
So that's a new pending U.S. women's record. Am I correct?
Yeah, but my last 5 got cut.
Okay, so it'll be cut down to 3,900. What is the current record at?
It's below that.
So it still could be up for contention for a new national record.
Yes.
That is awesome. So Lexi McCauley here, she's traveling to Canada next month, defending her Junior Girls World title. This is your last year as a junior skier?
Yes, it is.
So after this, she's moving up with the big girls. But she's already doing it at this event. I mean, she slalom 15 yesterday, which is a phenomenal score. So that's a personal best.
Yes, it is.
And then today you go out there, you trick 4,700. I mean, you're already pushing it up there with some of the big girls, Ashley Stebbings, Georgia Groen. So you've got another round of tricks, another round of slalom, another round of jump. So there's still plenty of skiing left in this event for you to kind of push that a little further.
Yep. Yeah, that's the plan.
Nice. So we got a provisional score there for Doug's first run of 940 points. I'm looking at this 25-20. That means he has got some big-time tricks coming up in this second run here. So as the boat gets ready to go, we'll see what Doug's got in store for us. Jerry Canoyer is on the dock, ready to go. And Lex, look at this water. I mean, can you ask for better conditions than this?
No, it's basically glass. You can see your reflection.
It's almost distracting when you're skiing, right? You're flying through the air on the jump, and you're looking down at yourself going, whoa.
Yeah, it's so smooth.
So, yeah, absolutely phenomenal conditions here at the 2018 National Championships. Lake Grew, Polk City, Florida. Big thank you once again, Ski Fluid, Kyle Ead. This is Kyle's kind of home turf, his domain. He runs a ski school out here most of the time. He's super gracious to let us use the site, use the facilities. We run a lot of tournaments here in the southern region, and he's been really, really accommodating. So, folks, if you see Kyle walking around, he's a tall guy, long hair, say thank you, give him a handshake, high five, whatever. But right now, eyes on the water as Doug Jordan comes back for his second pass in the back position. What's he going to do here, Lex? Looks like he's sitting up for a turn.
Oh, hop. 1 foot. 1 foot.
Here comes the back to front,
Back to front.
stepping under, old school right there. 1 foot, he's going for a 1 foot to the back.
Oh, smack
Gets
right on his head.
absolutely smoked in the back position.
Love the love for Doug Jordan.
He's looking like he's okay, though. He's hopping on the jet ski. I'd want to hop on that jet ski if, Alex Youngblood was driving as well. So, I can't blame him there. He's opting to get down to the other end rather than swimming into shore. But Doug Jordan, folks, putting everything he can into that run. Couple back ones. Look at that step under back to front. Really clean. Feet together and tight. That front to back, he just kind of led with the shoulders, and the non-turning foot kind of just punched through there. So he's going to be a little shy of a seed score of 2,500. But like I said before, you got some high-risk, high-reward guys coming up next. Jerry Canoia, for example, he does 3 flips in his run. That first flip is big points, but big risk. You miss that, and you're walking home with nothing.
The only time I do a flip is when I don't mean to.
600 for a total of 1540, 1540.
So 1,540 points for Doug Jordan, about 1,000 points shy of his personal best or PB seeded score into this event. As you look on the camera there, we can see William Lee, young guy from New Zealand. It's great to see him out here. He's been training at the World Barefoot Center this summer, doing a lot of skiing and training, really working on his surface turns, his jumping, things like that. And he's a really great young guy, 17 years old, really mature fella. And now he's out here. He's skiing the tournament. He's helping out at the tournament. Just really loves being involved in the sport. And next to him on the dock there in his rugby helmet is Jerry Canoia. Jerry's nickname is Flipper, although I think they should nickname him Concussion. Hence the rugby helmet. You'll see why I mean concussion in a second here with these flips. But you don't see a lot of guys flipping anymore, do you, Lexi?
No, you see a lot of people pulling out their shoulders and hurting themselves from doing flips. But
Yeah, I think the saying goes, if you do the flip wrong, it hurts, and if you do it right, it hurts more.
yeah, I think I've heard Landon say that once or twice.
Yeah. Has Landon tried flips?
I don't believe so.
All right, so here comes Jerry Flipper Canoia doing a flying dock start to, I'm guessing, 1 foot. He goes for 2. He's all focused on these flips, folks. This is something you want to watch. Eyes on the water now as he gears up. He's going to cut
There he
outside the
goes.
wake. He's coming in, opening up with a wake-to-wake flip. Sends it across the
Holy
wake.
cow.
Sticks the wake-to-wake. He's going to go for a wake-out flip now. Wake-out flip. Sticks that solid now. Just a standard flip. Look at that.
1 for 1. and
Awesome
1 for
skiing
1.
from Jerry Canoia there. Throws a toe hold at the end and misses that. The guy can do 3 flips. I don't blame him for falling over a toe hold. I'll be dizzy as well.
The home point has been updated.
Huge round of applause from the tent. Come on, guys. Let me hear it for Jerry Canoia doing those flips. Man, those of you on the stream, give me some love for those flips. Who wants to see more flips? Give me a thumbs up. Give me some love. If you want to see more flips in the event today, I'm sure that if we get enough hearts, I can convince Chris McWaters to do a flip. That looked like there was enough there too. I think Chris will flip. Man, look at that replay there. Really solid landings on all 3 of Jerry's flips there. Really, really consistent. They can go either way, and he really stuck them all. So he's going to have a big points on that one run. We're just waiting to hear back from the judges
How
now.
many points is a flip?
A wake-to-wake flip's 1,200 points. You're 850 for a wake out and 700 for your standard flip. So all 3 of those is just 2,700 points in itself.
Jeez.
I know. Absolutely crazy. We got, actually, I see Pete O'Neill's watching right now. Pete's from Australia. I think he's won more national championships in Australia than any other competitor. He's elite team numerous times. He was a junior skier. He's old as dirt now. He could almost be a senior skier. But Pete Pete's flips as well, and when Pete flips, you should check him out. He jumps about 6 feet high and then lands like it's absolutely nothing. But really, really solid ski. I think that comes from that show skiing background there. He does a lot of show skiing as well as barefooting, which is not easy. But, yeah, like I said, we don't see a lot of flips anymore. There's a lot of risk with them. They take up a lot of time, so you don't see as many of them as you used to. Looking into the Open Pro division here, I know you're going to see a flip from possibly Danny, depending on how his neck feels. Mike Caruso definitely going to be throwing down some flips. And Jason Lee has like one of the softest landings in the game when it comes to flipping. So eyes on the water, folks. Jerry Canoy, you might as well get in the boat. That was such a nice run. But he's going to ski back anyway. He's doing a back deep to 2. He does a little hop there, 1 foot, a 1 foot, going straight into a toe hold. Looking solid with that. Going for the 1 foot, 1 hand is a 1 foot, 1 hand. Back to front and out the door. There's his 4th flip of the day. You can only do 3 flips, Jerry. I would have held it there. But he's okay. So Jerry Flipper Canoy, give him a hand, folks. We got one more skier in the event left. Chris McWaters. Jerry setting the bar really high as we go into the final skier of the round. After this skier, we will be having a boat change, I believe, and then we're moving into the Open Pro International Men's Division. So if you are Open Pro International Men's skier, 1 guy to go. We're going to have a boat change, and then we will be getting in 2. Thank you. The Open Pro guys. You got Danny Baumgartner first off the dock, Michael Caruso number 2nd, Willie Farrell, Bryce Storman, Brody Meskes, Landon Ehlers, William Lee, Jason Lee, Ben Groen, Jackson Gerard, Keith St. Onge, and David Small.
50 points, 750 for a total of 3,800 points, 3800.
3,800 points for Jerry Canoy there. That is a huge score. Chris McWaters is going to have everything it takes for him to beat that on this run coming down. Stefan Lapalgas, if you can hear me, how's this?
Hey, Chad Sullivan, can you hear me? Chad. Hey, I got you on the jet ski next, buddy. Can you swim over there? On the boat change. On the boat change.
Turned it up on here. I think they turned up the gain. Can you turn my mic down, please? So we got Chris McWaters standing in the water now. Chris is in his Team USA suit. He's a senior skier on the US team representing USA coming up here at the Worlds. All right, there we go. That's probably better. All right, so Chris McWaters coming into the course here. Lexi, you ski a lot with Chris. You train with him at the World Barefoot Center. What's he going to be doing in this run here?
I don't know. I don't really ski with him as often as you think.
Okay, I take that back. Chris is a busy guy. He actually works in California, lives in Florida. But here he comes into the course now. He's going to front toe up start. Oh, no. And Chris misses his toe up.
And the boat is not stopping.
That boat is going all the way down the other end of the lake. Looks like Chris just got a little nervous there on the start. Didn't quite get enough rock and then kind of went to just jump out. Ended up going out the front door. So we'll see it on the replay here. He cuts outside the wake. He looks totally composed to start off with here. He's outside the wake and then out of nowhere as he goes to go, look at that. He stands up, doesn't quite get it, heel heavy. As he recovers, just gets ripped straight out the front door. So Chris is going to have to work real hard on the second pass to keep up with Jerry Canoy. 3,800 points. Chris has got his work.
Yeah, that toe up is
for
kind
him.
of a tricky trick.
Look at that water, Lex. I mean, it is just dirt flat out here today at the Nationals. Absolutely beautiful conditions. Thanks, big thanks again, Footin.com. Visit centralflorida.org, our major sponsors of this event, making this live stream happen, putting on this event for us. World Barefoot Center, Action Water Sports, Homewood Press, Just Add Water Media, and of course Wheelhouse Marketing in Motion. So after the trick event, we'll be moving on to some more skiing. We got the Open Pro guys up next. After that, we're going to be running into some men's slalom. We have men's A slalom, and then Masters men's, Veteran men's, Women's A, and Women's B slalom. Something in here. No, that's from this morning, right?
Yeah.
I'm missing a sheet.
You're missing.
This one?
No. And then
That's
one.
Women's B and Women's A slalom. Not there?
Not there, but I'm going to cut up. These guys went early.
Yep.
Okay, so Frisco. All right, and then can I just have this for a second?
So Chris might have to change up his next run. That run would have been some big points. Let's see if he keeps his original plan or changes, does the toe up again or the back deep. If you fall on the toe up, can you do it again in your next run? You can count.
So you're just missing the.
And he's going backwards.
Here we go. Oh no, that's results.
Open women's jump.
He's up. That's 200 points for him.
Running order. 19. That's what you need.
Setting up, probably ready to do some turns. And he's loading into line step. 1 foot. 1 foot. A back three. A back three.
Oh, little rush going to that
Side
three there.
slide.
Throws a side slide. So he's not going to have enough there to beat Jerry. Jerry's going to walk away with a gold medal. Thank you. So while we wait for a score from Chris there, folks, we're just going to look at that replay really quickly here. He gets into line step position. You get bonus points for doing the 1 foots and the hops in this line step position. A little more difficult. So he does 2 1 foots there. He unloads. Does a back three. It's going to be really kind of touch and go whether or not he gets credit. That second one, I think he'll be okay. Rushes that back to front. He'll keep the 200 points, and then he's a side slide. So as we sit here and wait for Chris's final score, I'm going to look through. We got Open Pro.